Hey everyone, we're starting the darker origin. So this is Karadis. She is an Arisai. Bit darker, vampire mercenary. And they've got the starter quest here. We're just gonna go on ahead. It's a bit meaner over on this side of life.
Meeting me has made your day.
I'm able to answer any questions you have about collecting or harvesting. Okay, we did some of this content with other characters, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish that. So I'm not gonna repeat a lot of the content, so we won't be doing any crafting with her. If she does any of it, it'll be off screen. So if I've done anything or shown you the basics on something else, I won't show it again. So this is outside of Neriak, the city. Over here, this area is called Darklight Wood. Shiny. She is already set with gear and appearance. We'll get started on the storyline.
Hello.
Excellent, you finally arrived. So you're one of Christianos' chosen ones, Queen may see some great potential in you. Let's not waste any more time and see what you're made of. How am I to do that? Hates Envy. That's what this place is called. Hates Envy has fallen under attack by an army of Sable-Vein elementals. We need your help in stopping them before they burn down the entire town. What would you have me do? Sable-Vein elementals have collapsed a section of the southern wall and now threaten to swarm inside the town. I need you to meet up with Uditias and Pelendra, two of the guards tasked with repelling the attack. Go speak to them at once. Curse these infernal things. There's no end to them in sight. You there, what do you want? I have been sent by Varys Nazas to assist you. I told Varys I could handle things here by myself. No matter. If you think you're cut out for the job, it's no skin off my back whether or not you succeed. Varys can always send another recruit to replace the fallen. What would you have me do? The elementals first started appearing inside Sable-Vein Tear, forcing our miners to retreat. Now they're spewing forth from the rifts in the ground. I need you to find one of those rifts and seal it. Are you up to the task? The citizens of Hate Envy depend upon you. Do not fail them. I will return victorious. It's about time Varric sent some help. You here to assist with the Sable-Vein, right? Yes, point me in the face of danger. The outpost will be overrun if we don't act fast. If you really think you can assist us, charge out into the fray and slay a number of the advancing Sable-Vein crumblers. Okay, I got an upgrade to one of my abilities. That's nice. Were you successful in striking down the invaders? I slew a great number of the sable-veined crubblers. Excellent work. I see now. Fear is not an emotion you're familiar with. Nariak will prosper greatly so long as you defend her banner. Now then, enough idle discourse. The sable-vein continue to strike. You must speak with Palander if you have not already.
The pleasure is all yours.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to stop up these things? Ah, okay. Roll a rock into it. Seal the rift. Ah, you return, and in one piece, I might add. Tell me, were you able to seal one of the rifts? Found one and sealed it. Remarkable work. Your enemies will soon quake upon hearing your name. The rift may be sealed, but the battlefield is far from clear. Is there more I can do? Indeed there is, Rift Walker. The sable-vein elementals did not appear here naturally. Something or someone summoned them. To learn more about this creator, I have a new mission for you to undertake. Tell me more. I need you to hunt the sable-vein pulverizers found near the entrance of sable-vein tear. These more superior forms of elemental magic will likely be imbued with a sigil of some sort. Analyzing these sigils will give us insight as to who is really behind these attacks. I will collect sigils from the sable-vein pulverizers. That's kind of nice. They're giving me a full set of gear very quickly. The face of our enemy will soon be revealed. Help us with the veil, so we may face them openly.
What do you need? Just looking for a job?
Yes. I haven't been able to get the ore I need ever since the elementals pushed the miners out of Sable-Vein Tier. I am sure you see where this is going. You want ore from the mine? Bingo! The ore is mixed with other rocks and a bit of earth within the cave. Bring me some of the Sable-Vein rubble from the cave, and I can refine the ore in it and turn it into something workable. Good. That'll serve to keep my mind off these people around me. So it would be possible for me to level up a character that then comes over here and does these quests, but that's not very roleplay. I don't want to be level 80 doing a level 3 quest, so let's just be level 3 doing a level 3 quest. Essentially, okay, good. I gotta have a sigil. Essentially, there's a point at which they really just, give up attacking me on sight. Okay, so that was a lore and legend for Elemental. I've picked up a lot. Yeah, if you can see my quest log, I've picked up a bunch of collectible quests, and I've got a lot of the lore and legend already triggered. So it doesn't take long to do them. I've gotten the drop items for most of everything, particularly if it's low level. So things like elementals, goblins, ghosts, zombies, skeletons, gnolls. I don't think I've done this section since I made a bazillion new Fae. When the Fae and, Arasai came out. I love them. The majority of my characters are Fae and Arasai, because I just love the idea of teeny little feminine things that will kick your ass. Makes me happy. They sparkle purple and they will end you. Well, that doesn't look good, does it? The Thexian Occultist. But I'm not going to kill her just now because I don't want to wait for her to respawn, now do I? Did you bring me the Sable Vein sigil stones? Yes, I have them right here. Good, let me see them. Just as I thought. What's that? The marks on the sigil stones you recovered confirm my suspicions. Sable Vein elementals are no doubt the creation of the cowardly Thexians. What can we do to stop them? It's time we put an end to the attack once and for all. We must confront this threat at its source. You've proven your strength to me. Now you must prove your rancor toward those who would dare to keep us from our goals. Nothing will stand in my way. Or I could say, I'm actually not feeling very courageous at this time. Perhaps later. Good. We shall begin. I believe the source of the problems lies within the depths of Sable Vein Tear, a place our miners were recently excavating before the elementals attacked. I want you to journey inside the cave and remove the one responsible for creating this mayhem. Do this for me, young one, and prove your ruthlessness to be unquestioned. I'll put an end to the attacks. Okay.
I am eager to work. Have you brought the ore?
Yes, here you are.
You have my thanks, and the thanks of everyone who's had to deal with me in the past few days.
You're welcome. Okay. Have you discovered the source of the Sable Vein elemental attacks? I found a Thexian cultist inside the cave and slew her. Skillfully done. The meddling Thexian should know better than to try to disrupt our grip on these lands. I hope you made her suffer. Now what? Fortunately, the direct threat appears to be abated for now. Uglaitis and the other guards will concentrate on mopping up the rest of the stray Sable Vein, while others can begin to repair the damage done. Your fate, however, lies elsewhere. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed by authorities here in Hate's Envy. Your presence has been requested by the mayor's daughter, Jana de Zith. You can meet with her inside Hate's Envy's town hall, northwest from here. You fight well. May your enemies come to know your name and fear it. The Dark Father looks upon you favorably. Praise Inoruk. Inoruk is really a... well, yeah. Inoruk is a dark elf and a troll thing. Ah, the hero of Hate Envy stands before us. Isn't she quite the specimen, Mother? Pelenda has informed us of your successful efforts to stop the Sable Vein menace and the Thexians who are behind it. Now we'd like you to help us. What is it you want? With recent Sable Vein attacks from the east, the Dusk Prowlers have been forced nearer to Hate's Envy. Now they impede our progress into a Thexian burial chamber we wish to investigate. I need you to cull a number of these prowlers so we can gain access to the cave. Excellent. I eagerly await your return. She looks cool. Hello, Mother. Sorry, Wolfies. I hate Wolfie owie noises. The numbers have been greatly reduced. Wonderful. Knowing that, I have no doubt in your ability to help me once more. What do you have in mind this time? While you were indeed successful in removing several of the Dusk Prowlers from outside the Thexian tomb, it appears their pack leader has moved inside the cave and made it their den. They must be exterminated at once. Karadis, your name has made the rounds. I've been working hard. I'm aware of this. You've done so much for Hate's Envy, and we're quite thankful. I have additional work for you. What work is that? John has mentioned your work in clearing the path to the Thexian burial chamber. Inside, I have reason to believe a once powerful Thexian dragoon general has been laid to rest there. I want you to enter the cave and bring me the remains of the fallen dragoon general. Once I have the remains, we can put the next part of my plan into motion. It's probably gross. Okay, unfortunately, my hand is blocking the inscription there, but Thexian general did general things, did Thexian things. You know, it's probably what it says. That's my story. And nobody's asking me, so I don't really have to stick to anything. The beast has been slain. Fine work indeed. Mother's work will begin at once. I suggest speaking with her if you have not already. I have the remains. Well, aren't they just lovely? It's quite remarkable how a once fierce warrior has now been reduced to mere scraps. We shall find use for them, however. What do you intend to do with them? All in good time. In short, we're going to use them against the Thexians found near the Wellspring of Nightmares. They were reported to us by the Dread Guard. I'd like to take them out before the Dread Guard has a chance to get to them, to earn a bit of favor with Christianos, who I believe is the, Queen of Neriak. What can you tell me about the Thexians? They are but insects that bite in the night. The Thexians do not recognize Christianos as the ruler of Neriak and seek to steal the throne. They creep into the Darklight Wood and attempt to make it their own. They will fall. For now, they are attempting to harness the spirits trapped within the Wellspring of Nightmares to do their bidding. By placing a vexing curse on the remains you gathered for me, I intend for you to disrupt the Thexians' attempt to control the spirits and turn them against our enemy. Your mission is comprised of 2 parts. You must exterminate a member of the spirits that the Thexians have already tainted. Second, you must take the Vex-ruined remains and toss them into the Wellspring of Nightmares. Doing this will befoul their ritual and cause them great harm. Once you've put an end to the ritual, bring news of your success to Jinwis Darkechnit at Tivar Post. She'll be quite happy to receive it. You can get to the Wellspring of Nightmares and the Thexians by taking the road east out of Hate's Envy. Following that and further will lead you to Tivatar Post. Okay, so Neriak is a... Yeah, in Everquest it was primarily Dark Elves. And now there's the Arasai. So she is, she's a Shadow Knight. It's one of the easiest classes to play. You have defense like a tank, and you have necromancer spells, which makes it very easy for you to recover resources, you know, like health. You can just steal health and mana from your opponents. In Everquest, they had a very powerful harm touch spell. Here, I'm gonna have harm touch, but it's gonna be, you know, it used to do a massive amount of damage once every game day. Now it's, you know, usable every couple of minutes, and it doesn't do as much damage. Okay. Ooh, skulls are turning red. Oh. That's what you get. Okay, so we're on the way to this post up here. Big chasm with a bunch of yucky stuff. Nariak. I believe the entrance to Nariak is this way. Yep. So there were no Fae or Arasai in Everquest. And there still aren't. And I think that's a loss. Yes, we've much to deal with here, so if I seem uneager to speak with you, that's why. I can't even read their name. This, a lady has sent me to from Hates Envy. I just stopped a Thexian desecrator from completing a ritual at the Wellspring of Nightmares. Of course, we appreciate this. Anything we can do to keep the Thexians out of our woods is helpful. I'm glad you've arrived. Laextra is in charge of the Dread Guard here in Darklight Wood. She's been moving forces deeper into the wood and will continue to do so until we control this land as cleanly as we do the city of Nariak itself. Are you willing to lend your assistance? That's good to hear. I'd like your help with the undead that infest this camp. Where did they come from? This was once the site of a very large battle. Though ages old, new corpses are beginning to resurface and attack. I suspect none other than the Thexians to be behind this plot. The cowards would rather have the dead attack than face us in open battle. These corpses, who were they? The fallen rangers and stout cadavers are the corpses of the halfling armies and their allies who attacked Nariak long ago. Now in Undeath, they seek to fulfill their mission once more. You must put them down at once. Return to me after you've, quote, killed, unquote, them.
Well met.
It's about time you reported to me. Reported to you? I'm Lara Ibarith, commander of the Dread Guard forces here in Darklight Wood. You've dedicated yourself to the City of Hate and Queen Christianos, have you not? I have. Good. Nariak requires true statesmen and women who will do all they can do to further their city. In my case, I'm here in Darklight battling the forces, natural or otherwise, that threaten our city and her throne. What's the current threat? The never-ending tide of undead. New corpses climb from the ground every day, and those that we kill do not stay dead for long. I believe with a little work we can at least keep these we kill from coming back, but nothing is certain. What's the plan? Search the field to the south. The halflings and elf rangers who died there brought many things into our forest, including small tokens meant to remind them of home, to remind them of what they were fighting for. Collect some of these for me.
Well met.
I'm the quartermaster for the Dread Guard. Ever since the recent Thexian attacks on Hate's Envy, I've been at my wits' end finding adequate supplies for these stationed here at Tavatar Post. My chief responsibility is supplying general goods, or paying others to find them for me. Others, like myself. Precisely. Would you happen to be looking for work? I thought so. Currently, I'm collecting bone fragments for the necromancers to use as reagents in their reanimating spells. This field we're in is home to a great number of undead, with fresh numbers rising daily. They're a perfect source for the bone fragments I'm after, so if you're still willing to help. Collecting bone shards.
Hello.
I've heard the guards speaking of you. They've been quite impressed by your feats. You heard the guards speaking of me? Indeed I have, and it impressed me as well. Such skills should be put to work around here. Throw in some coin, and we have a deal. Certainly. Responsible for ensuring the Dread Guard remains an unequaled fighting force, and are prepared for an eventual march on the Thexian invaders. They say all armies must be bred, fed, and led. Well, I've got the last two categories covered. I have turned my attention to the local fauna of this forest to expand our fighting regiments. Imagine a full platoon of Dreadguard dragoons charging their enemy atop fearsome bears. That would be impressive. For this plan to come to fruition, we must capture several cubs and domesticate them at an early age, before their savage nature makes them untrained. I want you to find some cubs and bring them back to me. boss. I don't remember if I have to lead the cubs back one at a time or not.
Bring me the cubs and... Nice work.
Okay, yeah, one at a time.
Hello.
I've collected the trinkets. Excellent. It will take me some time to prepare them for their purpose. In the meantime, the undead must be culled. Are you willing? Good. North of here walk the undead remains of our Teardal soldiers, now being used against us. Kill the defenders and soldiers so that we may have some respite.
Bring
Air
me the
delivered.
cub. Nice.
Not words I thought I'd hear myself say today.
Bring me the cubs, and then we'll talk about payment.
Have a bear cub.
Nice work.
That's 3 cubs.
That is very nice. I do believe our partnership will work out fine. Do you wish to continue
Yes.
working?
As an opportunist, I'm always seeking new methods for disposing of our enemies. In recent months, I believe I've discovered a new way to address the constant threat of undead corpses who stalk the woods. I found a particular mushroom which, when ground into a fine powder, causes a topical paralysis on undead test subjects. I'm close to perfecting the mixture, however. I've run out of the stunt spore mushroom caps. Would you be willing to harvest some more for me? You should be able to find stun spore mushrooms due west from this outpost. Be careful. A colony of bats have taken a liking to the area. Have you decimated the Thessian proxy army? I have. Good. They'll be back in short order. Unfortunately, your efforts, however, should cause them to cease annoying us for the time being. Isn't there a way to get rid of them permanently? I believe Lacrea is looking into that matter. However, before you run along and help her, I first need your assistance in dealing with a few deserters. New recruits looking for a fast track into Nariak often disappear. I had one leave just yesterday, and I'm having trouble finding someone to replace them. I could help. Indeed you could. I doubt Sultran's coming back anytime soon. I had him collecting scraps of armor from the moldering soldiers found north from here. Jurgen claims he can forge the pieces into new armor plates. Bring me several pieces and you will be rewarded. These little dwarf skeletons are adorable. You're the cutest little zombie. Yes, you are. That is the original sound of skeletons from Everquest, which will always crack me up. I have Jum Jum for Dum Dum. Okay, roots, tin, lead, and sunfish. Gotcha. Ooh, ornate. Okay. Trusty sword. Dull runic foil. Okay, that was skeleton lore and legend. So now I will do more damage to elementals, ghosts, and skeletons. Again, not quite sure where to get sunfish. It doesn't seem a particular sunny or fishy place. I mean, not down there. Or you can get a livid pestilent fish or something like that. Fetch-a-fay like those. The RSI are a little bit freaky. I have the pieces here. Good work. Turning out to be a much harder worker than that no-good deserter, Solder. Curious, I wonder what became of him. I'll keep my eyes open for him. Oh, I got an alternate advancement point. It's very exciting. That is much appreciated. Now, in the meantime, I suggest you speak with some of the others found here at this post. Much work to be done. So, yeah, there's a separate bar also for alternate advancement. And if I go to there, I will have, yeah, character development. So, let's see. Ooh, swift swings, multi-attack. We want that. Focus effects. Critical damage. So there are like 380 or something alternate advancement.
Well met.
I've taken care of the undead. Just received news regarding the recent undead attacks on the outpost. Phyrexian necromancer by the name Krozin Kazitl has been spotted near the Field of Ruin. Little doubt he's singularly responsible for raising our ancient slain foes against us once more. Remind him that his presence will not be tolerated in these woods. I'll make sure he understands the reminder. Make sure he does not return.
Hello.
I have the bone fragments. Well done. The Whisperers were right about you. There's more collecting to be done. Are you in? In this same field these bones came from, you'll find a great many weapons that once belonged to soldiers who fought here. We arm our own legions of undead minions with them, thus saving the higher quality weapons for those of us still breathing. Stay a moment and hear me out. I see you helping my master. Perhaps you'd be willing to help me. Supplies are becoming harder and harder to come by in the outpost if Envy doesn't get their act together and send us more supplies soon. I fear we might face desertion or worse, revolt. How can I help? Foodstuffs and rations are probably the most important thing we need at the moment. Unfar? Ilmtar? Ilmtar dispatched someone to see whether or not she could catch a fish. Yay, fish! In the lower tendril. However, they've yet to report back. Would you go look for them? Her name is Dirzdia Tezauri. As I said, she was seen in the Searing Tendril River, southwest from Tevata Outpost. Find her and give her this net I managed to scrounge up. Hopefully it will help her catch some food. Hopefully. Me too. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you the weapons? Yes, here they are. Again, I'm impressed. You may be surprised to know how hard it is to find good workers around here. Let's see here. Bone fragments, weapons. Wood. Care for another job. North of here are the remnants of recent attempts to construct upon the field of ruin. Never mind the fools who thought it was a good idea. Their building materials can be used to construct barricades and strengthen our pre-existing dwellings. Specifically, I speak of the wood they've left laying around. I'd like you to retrieve it. Hey. Hi.
Hello.
Here's the wood. Your help is most appreciated. Most appreciated. There may yet be hope for this outpost. That is, unless you chose to abandon us now. I have no intention of doing that.
I think not.
Thought not, but now I'm sure you've begun to understand the reputation you're garnering back in Neriak. Speaking of which, I've just received a request from Neriak sorcerer of some repute. He's requesting fresh bat wings. Apparently they're a chief reagent, used in a levitation spell he's working on. Would you be willing to bring me some?
Well met.
I delivered the message swiftly. Such a befitting end to a trespasser who foolishly dared to defy our rule of these lands. Now it's time to clean up the mess he made. With the trinkets you've collected, I've prepared them to capture the spirits of some of the fallen soldiers. These specifically prepared trinkets will pull the spirit of their owners together into something more tangible. How does that work? You need only walk among the stout cadavers and fallen rangers with it. Instead of a mindless zombie, it will actually be the spirit of the fallen soldier that materializes for you. That means if we're to get rid of this spirit, it will no longer contribute to the undead menace. So I'm to kill these spirits? No, they wouldn't stay dead. We can, however, trap their spirits, and that's just what I'd like you to do. Ah. Who are you gonna call?
Hello.
You trap the spirits. I did. That pleases me. Now, to ensure they do not return to threaten us further, What would you have me do? That we release these spirits near the wellspring of nightmares, thus trapping them in perpetual torment. It's similar to their existence now, with the added benefit that they have no corporeal connection to the world and are no longer annoying us. I release the spirits, condemning them to perpetual nightmare. Job well done. Trying to find some stone to gather. Gem clusters. I haven't seen any. Should be near to the rocks. Unless they all stood up and they're now elementals. Which is a little rude. Let's see if there are any gem clusters in here. Hey guys. Hey Thexian. Unearthed ore, let's see. Yay, tin clusters. Okay. Okay. Now just sunfish. This character is probably also going to buy a crafting boost, though the other one I had was free. But I won't be reproducing crafting stuff, so I'll just do it on the other character. Okay. But whenever there are crafting options, I do them, and then I do them again, and then I do them again, and then I do them again. I suffer from altomania and trade ED. Boss! Well, not so big anymore. Itty bitty boss! I like naming my pets cute things. I just named him IOU. But it's gonna be hard to beat my necromancer who has so many pets, and they are named Malice, Forethought, Assault, all adding up to felony charges. Aggravated assault, battery. She's got some sort of gigantic horror of a pet that she named Snugglewuggins. They have some gingerbread mercenaries in this game that came out at Christmas time, and some of those, I don't really use them much because they're not great quality, but I just love their names. Smackerdoodle. It makes me smile.
Hello.
Hi, I have a delivery for you. Thanks.
Just put it on the ground there. Hey, wait! How good are you at killing?
Why do you ask?
Fishing is getting more and more difficult. As the razor maw in this river reach maturity, they break my lines, steal my lures, and eat all the fish before I have a chance to catch them. But they sure do taste great when smoked.
What do you want me to do?
Kill them for me so I can fish in peace, and so I can have a tasty dinner. What do you say? I'll compensate you for your
All right,
time, of
I'll help you.
course. Great. I appreciate it.
So it does appear as though things in this zone are weighted toward your class. I'm getting a lot more things that I can use, which is nice.
Have you got the razor
I
maw?
have. Here you go.
Great. I thought the water seemed a bit calmer. I'm Desdea, by the way.
Says she's been sent to catch fish to help those stationed at Tavater Outpost.
Oh, I'll never remember that. Tell me, do you fish
Sometimes.
much? Well, the waters here are pretty good for fishing. How would you like to help me reel them in?
How can I help?
Just help me catch them. Right now I'm trying to catch searing trout. They swim around in the lower Tendril River.
Sure, I'll
What do you
help.
say? Great. Just bring them back to me when you've caught them.
Okay, so then now these nodes will actually give searing trout. Usually fishing nodes have three shots at them, but these are quest nodes, so they're only gonna have one.
Do you
I
have
do,
them?
here you go.
Great. I hope you enjoyed the fishing here. I certainly do. If you'd like, you could help me catch some more fish.
There's a long ways toward feeding soldiers stationed at Tavater Outpost. Now then, if you'd like, you could help me catch some more fish. What kind of fish do you need? Seared char.
Seared char. I know, their name is repetitive. They swim in the searing tendril before it splits off into the lower Tendril River. If you could fish me up some, that would be great. Glad to hear it. I'll be waiting here, fishing. Did you get them?
I did.
Great! A much better fisher than I am. Maybe that's why I enjoy it, though. I can always get better. I bet you could catch Smolderfin. He's a reclusive one. Swims around up in Smoldering Lake. I hooked him once, but he took my pole down with him. Eventually it washed ashore and I got it back. But my favorite lure was gone.
How can we catch him?
Like I said, he's in Smoldering Lake, but it's rare that he comes out. He likes to eat the smoldering trout, though. If you catch enough of them and drop them in the lake, all bloody and squirming, I bet that will drag him out. Good luck. Bring me back my lure if you find it.
Boss!
Hello.
I have the mushrooms. Nice work. It may seem worthless now, but with a little more preparation, and the second ingredient, it can create a powerful undead paralysis agent. Second ingredient? Oh, I thought I'd already mentioned that to you. My apologies. In my haste to develop this compound, I must have forgotten to mention the baby snake venom I require. What? Venom from a baby snake is nearly twice as powerful as it is from an adult. It's just the thing I need to make the compound irresistible. Irreversible. No. Yes, irresistible. Along the banks of the searing tendril, you will find serpents. Some, when slain, will spew forth baby snakes. Beautiful way to come into the world, no doubt. These baby snakes are what I require. Ugh.
Well met.
Did you collect the bat wings? Of course you did. You've earned me, us, quite a bit of favor with the powers that be. But why stop there? If you travel further west, you'll find serpents slithering along the banks of the searing tendril river. Their scales are said to heighten the potency of a Shadow Knight's abilities. Go, bring me their scales.
Hello.
You released the spirits yet? I have.
And none of them escaped?
Nope. None of them escaped. Beautiful. Beautiful. I believe this can be used to rid ourselves of the stout cadavers and fallen rangers. A more appropriate method of dealing with the Teardal spirits will have to be found, however, but this is a very big step in the right direction. Thank you. Now my only question is what problem to tackle next. Is there anything I can help with? Actually, yes, I could use your help. I have 2 correspondences I need delivered immediately. First goes Mellowed Nevane. The second goes to a sniveling wretch named Vermin Vivittle. You find them both at Wanderlust Fair. To get to Wanderlust Fair, follow the path west. When it splits, take the right fork. You'll pass over the searing tendril river before the path splits again. This time go left. That will lead you right past the fair on Night Shadow Rise.
Well met.
I hope I've helped enough, but you speak... I hope I have been helpful enough that you speak well of me to others. Right, on that note, I have something I'd like you to deliver to a friend of mine within Neriak. Xerax Zalzin, he should be just inside Neriak. Okay. Okay, I think we'll end here with our evil endeavors. Check out the lights. Nice. Okay, guys. Good job. Really, really good job. I'm not paying you or anything. I'm just going to say good job. Smile. And give you an itty-bitty thumbs up, okay? It's not like you can do anything about it. Thank you for joining me.